It's Boydie Boo. Okay, so I've realised I did a video similar to this just after my birthday, and that was 24 things I'm going to do before 23 things I'm going to do before I'm 24. Now, it is February and my birthday is in June, and there's still a lot of things on that list that I haven't yet done or achieved. So I decided I need more time. A year to do all them things is not long enough. And I thought, when I did the video, and I made the list, I thought that a year should be fine. I should be able to do this. But apparently a year isn't enough. So, plus there has been a lot of things that have happened over the year that has prevented that from happening. So I've decided to make a bigger list, but this time I have a realistic target, and these are 30 things to do before I'm 30. So I have got time. So even when I turn 24, it means I've got 6 years to achieve what's on the list. So that seems pretty realistic. There's 32 things on the list because I was writing this list and I had the idea and I was like, right, I'm gonna do a list of 30 things to do before I'm 30. Because people keep on mentioning that now that I'm at this age, before I know it, I'm going to be 30. So I made a list, and then once I completed the list, I was like, oh my goodness, I would like to do this too. So yeah, so this is what's on my list. So I'm not going to take as long as what I did in the last video because there is a lot on this list, and it means that would be like an hour long video and I have to go to work soon. So I'm going to be as fast as I can. So the first thing, obviously, a lot of the first couple of ones are travelling. So the first thing is Korea, because I've always wanted to go to Korea for the past 4 or 5 years now. The next one is go to Disney World. I have never been to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland Paris a few times, but never Disney World, and it's some place that I would love to go. So hopefully before I'm 30, I'll get to go. See the Hope Festival. So I've never been a one that really wanted to go to India. But recently I've saw like documentaries on India and films about Indian culture, and the Hope Festival stands out to me the most, and it just looks beautiful. And the thing that I loved about India is obviously the food, but also like weddings and festivals and dancing. It's just full of like fun and bright and colours. So it's definitely something that I would like to see. Go to Iceland. Now this was on my last list. I still haven't been. Go to Thailand. I would actually like to volunteer in Thailand. I saw an advertisement for a company that works with women and children that have been in domestic violent relationships or marriages. So I would like to work with them, and obviously elephants as well. So yes. Go to Australia. Good day, mate. Australia's always been on my list, especially Melbourne and Sydney. It's always been on my list because I was such a huge fan of Steve Alwyn, and H2O, Just Add Water, that show, and Friends. I used to love Friends and Home and Away when I was little, but then I kind of grew out of it. But it's always been a place that I would like to go. Plus now I've got friends that live over there, so it'd be nice to go visit them. Release an album. Now this might sound stupid because I don't have a Beyonce voice. I don't have the greatest voice at all. But you know that I dabble in a bit of songwriting, and I have been working on one with a friend, but then things keep on thinking, and he's like, oh, I can't do it. So I'm either going to be like, look, dude, you need to help us out here, or I'm going to find somebody else, because I know a few people that would help us out. So yes, by the time I'm 30, hopefully my first album will be out there. Publish a book. So I have written a couple of books. And it's just trying to get somebody to be like, oh, this is a good book. But I've wrote a few children's books, and I wrote a few like gothic romantic novels. So maybe one day I will be able to get one of them published. Swim with sharks, right? This might sound crazy, and this might be like, oh, she's not serious. We're swimming with sharks. It's something I've always wanted to do, right? And I don't know why, but since I was little, like, again, I think it was like inspired by Steve Alwyn, even though he was crocodiles, but something about sharks, swimming with sharks, and I love the sea, I love sea creatures, and I love water, I love swimming, and it's just something about sharks that I like. And I know that they're called savages or killers, but there's just something so like powerful and majestic about a shark. Might be daft, I don't know. So yeah, swim with sharks. Buy my first property. So as you know, I still live with my parents. I still think it's safe to still live with my parents because I'm 23. But realistically, by the time I'm like 26, I would have liked to have bought my own property, whether it's just this cheap little flat. I still would like my own space. And as much as I adore and I love my parents, and you know I worship my parents, it's like I'm an adult now, and it'd be nice to just have my own space, you know, my privacy. So yes, so open my own business. So I've had an idea of a couple of business for a couple of years, and I did have this on my last list. One is to be a children entertainer and just be like organising children parties or getting dressed up as like a character, or be like a inspirational coach, like a life coach. So maybe I could open two. I don't know, but we'll see by the time I'm 30. But it's something I've always wanted to do, to have my own business, whether it was own my own home, or it's just I've always wanted that independency to be like, look, I've got my own business, check me out. But it's kind of finding out what I want to do and what I would like to do, and something that I would enjoy to do for the rest of my life. There's also been a bit where my mum's like, when she retires, that she was wanting to open like a inn, like a little hotel, but then there's talks about moving to the French coast, the south of France. So I don't know what's happening. She was even talking about moving to Australia. So maybe I'll get to visit Australia if she moves there. But she's 50 this year, and I think she has to wait until she's 65. So I've got another 15 years. So I'll test the waters for you when I go to Australia. So yes, where am I? Go to Devon. So this was on my last list as well, and I was hoping to go in the summer, but we never ended up going. And but like I say, it was always something that I would like to go, because my mum used to work there for a few years, and she's always says I would like to take you. But hopefully by the time I'm 30, I'll get to go. So what's next on the list? Complete my Queen's-Ward. I still haven't completed it. I've been doing it for like 3 years now, but I've only got one part to do, and that's the exam. So I've just got to apply to take part in the exam, and then it's done. Well, if I pass the exam, I should be able to. My manager's like a huge royalist, and a huge like he's like obsessed with like politics and stuff. So he was like, "I'll help you out." I was like, "Thank you so much." But yeah, attempt to break a world record. Girls Brigade is trying to break a few records, but we can't do it. But I'm gonna do some research, because I want to break a world record. Don't quite know what it is, don't know quite why, but I think it was like that. And then I seen like Ain't It Fun by Paramore, and I was like, you know what, I could do a video like that. So I might just do it. So next one is Take Mum to Wimbledon. So Wimbledon, you know what I'm on about, the tennis. So my mum's always wanting to go, and she's always wanting to go. She doesn't matter what match it is. She'll just want to be there for the atmosphere, and she's obsessed with tennis and stuff like that. So it would be nice to take her. It's very expensive, so I best get saving. Try to do all the travelling and buy my own property and take my Wimbledon. Sure, realistic, I said at the beginning. Realistic. We can do this, right? Next one is find a new family member. So, this sounds crazy, but I've done the ancestry DNA, but I've also wanted to do like my family tree. My friend's done the family tree, and she found out that she had a relative, and she keeps in touch with a relative that lives in America. So when I did my ancestry DNA, there was like a huge range, as you saw, but I never realised that after a while the narrowed down to which countries, and I've only got 3 countries that it's been narrowed down to. So I'm Irish and British, but also I've got Ukraine. And at one point, and it's quite cool on the website because it can tell you where and how your family got to that place. But also, at one point, my family went to Australia. Australia keeps popping up and my video's going blurry. Wait there. Focus on me. There we are. So yes, so at one point, and I hope it wasn't slavery or prison, because I think that years ago, and it was like in the 18,000s to say that they went into Australia, and I'm pretty sure a lot of prisoners and criminals went to Australia, like they were sent there in the outback. But and a lot of slaves were sent there as well, so I'm just hoping, but I'm hoping to do like more research into that. So yeah, what am I up to? 12 minutes. I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good. I'm almost there. So smash an audition. I still haven't smashed an audition, and I'm going to smash an audition, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna be like, got the part. So oh, have everything on the Stephen. Have everything on the vegan Starbucks list. So I've started doing this, and I've started recording videos. So far, I've had the caramel frappuccino before. Anyways, I've had an iced vanilla latte, and I've had a strawberries and cream smoothie. But there's a lot on. I have made a list right here of all the things. Oh no, that's part of the other list of here, and I've started crossing them off. And I've had iced peach tea as well. So yes, but I'm gonna be a bit daring because a lot of them have got caffeine in, and I don't really drink caffeine. And actually, when I got the iced latte, they put caffeine in. They didn't give us decaf, and my heart was pounding. But luckily, I could like dance it off because I was at rehearsals that day. So luckily, I could have danced it off. Like, I started getting pains in my arms and my heart started pounding. I was like, give us caffeine, you know. So yes, eat Hell's Kitchen. I am obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. Like, he's my favourite chef of all time. I love him. I love that he's a bit aggressive. He's a bit... What's the word I'm looking for? Bit aggressive, bit violent. He's a bit of a potty mouth, but he's a bloody good chef, right? And he's so successful. Like, he's got restaurants around the world. So I want to eat in Hell's Kitchen. I want it, well, not Hell's Kitchen, but a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. I've researched it. I saw vegan menus. I'm sorted. I'm going there. It's not as expensive as I thought. I thought, oh, it's going to be like £100 each, guys, but no. Let's see. Get a bearded dragon. So recently, I've always wanted a bearded dragon, and recently my neighbours went on holiday, and I had, well, they gave me the opportunity of looking after their bearded dragon, and it made us want one even more. So when I get my own property, I'm going to be like Dr. Dolittle, and I'm going to have a bearded dragon, guinea pig, a rabbit. Guinea pig is actually on this, but I want a rabbit as well, and I want fish, and I want a hamster. I'm going to have all these animals. I want a tarantula. So I'm going to have all these animals, and my mum's going to be visiting the... My sister's actually recently got 2 rats and a chameleon, and I'm jealous of the chameleon, but my sister won't let us hold it. And I was like... Well, when I get all my animals, you're not holding any of mine. So, do my NVQ level 5. So this is like the management diploma. And I've done my NVQ level 2, which means that I'm a qualified carer or support assistant. And I've done my NVQ level 3, which is a qualified senior carer. But I would like to do my level 5. I don't know if it's level 4 or level 5. Because it's weird. Because like you start at NVQ level 2. There's not a 1. And then it goes to 3. But I'm pretty sure it just jumps straight to NVQ level 5. So I would like to do that. Because obviously I see that I would like to own my own business. Or old home one day. So yes. Management's diploma would be nice. Thank you. Or do a scary house. Or I would love to do this. Like, a lot of Americans do this, but I don't know if we only do a zombie run. And I don't know if I will crap myself if I went and did one then. Plus, my body isn't in the right shape to do sprinting from zombies. But I'd like to do like, you know them haunted houses, like proper ones. I would love to do that. Halloween, here we come. I'll see vocal coach. So, I have already started seeing one. So, I'm not getting too much into that. There could be a video, there might be. We'll see. Go to DragCon. So, I don't know if it's a newish thing, but I've never saw last year's advertised. But they have done a London DragCon this year. And I don't know if I'll go this year, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like an annual thing now. So, yes. If not, I have to just go to America. Get my dream car. So, my dream car, it's quite realistic. I've always wanted a Nissan Note. A red Nissan Note. So I've got a Nissan Micra at the minute. So I'm only just there. Next level's Nissan Note. But if I had like a dream car, it would be a BMW X9. Beaut. But I know I can't afford that. So maybe to a mancha one day I might be. But my next goal for a car is a Nissan Note. So next is, I want to get at least 1k subs in here. And you know that I'm not the person for the money or the fame, but I would like to just entertain more people. So more subs, so like and share. When I say like and share, people, I mean like and share. What am I doing? I would like to get my makeup professionally done at the KT Cosmetic. Is it KT? Kat Von D. It's not KT. I'm thinking of my hairdressers. My hairdresser's KT. What is it? Urban. I've forgotten the name, but I want to get my makeup done there. My mind's gone blank. I'm sorry, people, but you know what I mean. But yes, I would like a tattoo still. I only want a diddy one, but I'm still scared. But maybe I might have talked myself up by the time I'm doing. And next is interview a drag queen. It's a video I've wanted to do for a long time. There's been talks, but it fell through. But one day it's going to happen. Next on my list, this is the last one. So there's 31 things on my list. I would like to go see England rugby play. I would like to go see a rugby match. I haven't seen Newcastle Falcons either, but yeah, I like to go see England. I'm obsessed with rugby, obsessed with it. It's my favourite sport. I'm obsessed. Owen Farrell though. Yes. Now, people say I'm just watching the match for Owen Farrell. No. But can I just say, my boy has come so far. I mean, he's the captain now. He was just a scorer, now he's a captain. So, I always had hopes for him, didn't I? Now he's captain. But that's it, 21 minutes, guys. It took us like 40 minutes just to do the last list. And there was only 23 on that list. Oh yeah. So don't be dumb. Click the thumbs, gems, share with your friends, and I shall see you next time.